Hello and welcome. My name is Kim with Lotus of Yoga, and thank you for joining me here, day 20 of my 30 Days of Yoga Challenge. Today's class is going to be just a quick little upper body opener. Um, don't really need props, but if you have them nearby, fantastic. But yeah, let's get started. All right, we'll begin in a comfortable seated position, and we're going to start opening up with our neck. So starting with our left ear to our left shoulder, maybe our left hand comes up and rests just ever so gently on top. We're not pulling or forcing ourselves into any sort of position. And maybe the right arm starts to walk out to the side. Connecting with your breath. And today's affirmation is, I love who I am and who I am becoming. I love who I am and who I am becoming. And start to walk the hands back in, and maybe using your hand to help guide your head back up. Let's do that on the other side. So this side, right ear, right shoulder. Maybe that right hand comes up and gently rests on top of the head. And see how it feels for the left hand to start just walking out to the side. I know it doesn't really look like a whole lot, but I know for me and my body personally, these little neck stretches are a lot. So I try to do them as often as I most possibly can. Never fun to have a sore neck. Excellent. Start to walk that left hand back in and using your right hand to help support your head. Go ahead and take a few little shoulder rolls. Do a nice little side bend from here. So taking your right hand, bringing it up and over to the left. Just stretching, really pressing in through that right hip and really extending through that right arm. Let your inhale bring you up. Taking your right hand to your left knee, let's just twist over to the side. Tall, tall spine. And exhale, release it forward. Let's do that on the other side. So this time taking our left arm up and over. Nice side twist, rooting through that left hip and stretching all the way through to the left fingertips. Excellent. Let your inhale bring you up, taking your left hand to your right knee and start to twist over to the right. I love who I am and who I am becoming. Excellent. Slowly you can start to unwind, coming through center. Let's do a little bit of seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, you're going to press the chest forward, raising through the chin ever so slightly. Inhaling. Exhale as you hollow out through the belly, tucking your chin towards your chest, rounding through the spine. And go ahead, take some at your own pace with your own breath, really articulating through each part of the spine. Noticing if you're feeling any tight or tension in any spot, and feel free to pause there and just take a few breaths. Excellent. You can go ahead and finish one more round. Inhale and exhale. Okay, coming back through center. If you are in a cross-legged position, go ahead and you can crisscross applesauce the other way. And now we're going to do something called eagle arms. So we're going to take our arms out to the side. You can take them as a cactus and just roll those shoulders back and down the body, because this is an easy one to allow those shoulders to start creeping up. But we're going to take our right arm and sweep it underneath our left. Okay, so from here, maybe just holding onto the shoulders, your opposite shoulder with each hand. That might be exactly all the stretch you may need. But if you're looking for a little bit more, you can always take the back of your hands to come together, or even crisscross one more time, bringing your hands to your palms. All right, so whichever version of the pose that works good for you, I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me. I want you to take your elbows and press them up, and then take your hands, if you have them up ahead of you, and press them away from your face. It's a pretty intense upper back stretch, really nice one to have in your back pocket. And on your exhale, release it out, shake it off. Maybe do a couple shoulder rolls. And we'll do that on the other side. So this time, taking your arms out to cactus, let's take your left arm underneath your right. Maybe your hands come to opposite shoulder. Maybe the back of your hands come to meet, or one more crisscross. Then we're going to take our elbows, guiding them up, and then peel the hands away from the face, knowing that one side may feel absolutely different than the other, and that is okay, completely normal. And on your exhale, release it, shake it out, let it go. Okay, and we're going to come into all fours from here. Your tabletop pose, stacking your hips over your knees. And what you're going to do with your hands is you're going to come into melting hearts. So you're going to walk them forward as you bring your chest down to the mat, maybe resting your forehead on a block or even down on the mat. But really focusing about keeping your hips over top of your knees. Enjoying this nice stretch into the shoulders, into the upper back. One more big breath here. And we're going to start to come through to Sphinx from here. So you can rise up just a little bit through your chest and start to bring your hips down towards the mat, stacking your elbows roughly underneath your shoulders and peeling your heart up off the mat, pressing into the mat with the tops of your feet. If coming up on your elbows like this is a little bit too intense, feel free to start walking them out a little bit more. It just decreases the intensity of the curve in the low spine. And if you can, try to peel your heart forward and breathe. There should be no pain or pinching in the low back. One more full deep breath here. Excellent. Slowly you can start to lower down. And we're going to place our hands roughly underneath our shoulders. We're going to come and do a couple cobras from here, but we're going to take our feet and we're going to zip them in so that they are tight and together. And you can really even imagine using the strength of your inner thighs to pull your body up into these cobras. So on your inhale, you're going to rise through the chest, peeling the heart open. And exhale as you release. We're going to do two more of those. And inhale, pressing up, strong back muscles. Really focusing on your core, pulling everything into the midline. And exhale, bring it back down. One more, zipping in tight. Inhale as you rise. And exhale, coming down. We're going to flip it over and come onto our spine. Let's finish this off with a nice little twist. So we're going to take our hips to the right, allow the knees to drop over to the left, coming into cactus or T shape with the arms, and gaze will either go over the right shoulder or stay looking up, whatever feels best for your neck. Slowly, one knee at a time, you can come back up through center. And we're going to shift our hips over to the left as we allow the knees to drop over to the right. And gaze stays to the ceiling or maybe drops over to the left. Just those shoulder blades really staying rooted into the mat. One more big breath here. You can start to come back through center. Take any little movements that will feel good and nourish the body, maybe hugging those knees into the chest, maybe taking a little happy baby, or you can just go ahead and reach out into your final resting position of Shavasana. Please do not skip. This is an excellent time to give your body a moment of surrender and silence and stillness. Big, full belly breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Gently bringing awareness back to your surroundings, wiggling through the fingers and the toes, rolling out through the wrists and the ankles. Taking your arms overhead for a big good morning stretch. Take your knees in towards your chest to give yourself a hug, a squeeze. Gently rolling to one side as you press up into a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for joining me here. 20 days in, 10 left to go. I hope you're noticing a difference. I really appreciate you taking the time to spend here, and as well, I hope you're showing yourself some gratitude. You guys have been doing a wonderful job. Please share, like, subscribe, all those wonderful things to help me keep free yoga on the internet. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 21. Namaste.